Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live fold, and thank you for joining me. Yeah, again, I'm keeping it all a bit of a mystery. It's actually what our next fold will be. So I tend to try to pre-record a few films for forthcoming Eric for forthcoming folds, and it's quite nice to have keep it all a little bit of a mystery. I hope you're doing well, Eric. It's lovely to have you here, and wishing you a happy new year. Hello, Stephen. I know it's past a bit, but I'm still wishing people a happy new year. Amani, welcome as well. Fantastic to have you here. So yeah, all you need really today, piece of paper. I'm going to make a square from this. You don't need a particularly big or a particularly small piece of paper, but hello, Penny. Possibly smaller, possibly white, but honestly, it doesn't matter. Hello, Adrienne, Penny. So lovely to have you here. I will be back in 2 weeks' time, so as usual. Then after that, it may be a little bit complicated for a bit, but I'll let you know. And also, I often will then entitle the previous film with when the next one is, so that's a way that you can hopefully see. Yeah, I do my best. All these strikes and all sorts of things happening, it's just life is a bit more complicated, so I'm just having to work around that really. And then I'm in the ward sometimes as well. So good morning, Barbara. Is it 6 a.m? Quite early. I think you should get a medal for getting up so early and to do origami, but what a lovely way to start the day. Thank you, Eric, for your happy new year wishes as well. It's really appreciated. So yeah, actually, I don't know whether you saw, I added on an extra film, and it's actually from my colleagues at UCH. This amazing group of volunteers been working with care homes in Osaka in Japan, and they're called Yumatomo, and they're an amazing group of people working with residents with dementia and bringing smiles through origami, and of course learning to fold cranes is something which is done often as children with grandparents, and they are grandparents themselves now. So just remembering that just brings back happy memories. And they've been creating an amazing number of cranes. Last time I saw was 40,000 cranes, and they've been creating beautiful displays, really describing it so beautifully as bringing a circle of smiles. And I'm so grateful to one of the members called Kimmy, who has become very good friends as well. Origami can bring friends too, which is so lovely. I think particularly when we're so isolated, and very grateful to her reaching out and seeing the similarities with the work that I do and as part of Origami Pulse. And anyway, we're very, very kind. In the past, I've encouraged people to fold cranes, and we sent them to Japan. I'm going to be doing that more, I think. And they gave me a lovely gift of 100 beautiful cranes, gorgeous messages on the back, for me to give to patients or staff. And I just felt that staff really need it. So just before Christmas, I went around with a lovely box with some pictures of the ladies who had folded it and about the project, and with these special gifts. And people were so touched. They really loved it. So I thought I'd create a little inspiration box which we'll keep in staff rooms there. Maybe at least it's the opportunity. Obviously, time is always the problem. Well-being you need to support, and it requires time. And when there's not much time, then it's well-being that gets squashed, isn't it? But at least it's there and it's a thought. So been starting to make little boxes. I've also just been folding lots of cranes, and that's what the video is of how to fold a cranes, which I'm going to give and pass on to the group in Japan. I think there's maybe 125 so much so far. But they need lots and lots. So if you at all fancy it, I can thoroughly recommend. I know it's such a classic thing, folding cranes, but I have to say, actually, folding cranes and just knowing they're going to go somewhere else and they're going to be enjoyed and appreciated, it's so lovely. And I sort of, if I have a spare moment, I've just made myself a whole little pile of colourful papers or scrap papers. Make a crane. It's just such a relaxing thing to do, and it'll be really appreciated on the other side of the world. It's not at all about raising money, nothing like that. It is purely about kindness and bringing smiles, and actually, what a lovely thing is that. So do let me know if you wanted to fold any cranes, as many as you wish or are up for. You can even write on your hopes and dreams. get in touch and I will be able to pass on an address to send them here in the UK, and then we'll be sending them to Japan. So anyway, that's something to bear in mind. But as you can see, I am practicing what I preach, and I have to say it's doing me a lot of good doing that. So worth considering anyway. And it's kind of sending origami back to its roots. And I know lots of people fold, which is lovely for, Hiroshima and wishing peace. But in a way, I think there's something really beautiful about folding cranes for people with dementia. It's for people who are alive now and wishing them some happiness during difficult times, and how that makes everyone feel around them, that they're feeling cared for. So I think these are cranes for life, actually, for that spirit. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. So if you can grab yourself a piece of paper, maybe a pen, grab myself a pencil maybe, and a piece of pencil and paper. Right, what we're going to fold, keep it a mystery. So I got a piece of paper here. All right, first we're going to make a square, or maybe you can pick a square. The significance will become obvious. And I love with origami, you genuinely cannot guess what you're doing because it could become anything. So folding it over, just making a square, nice little pointy triangle. And I'm going to remove this rectangle. So just turning it over. There we go. Right, if you've got origami paper, then I guess think about which side you'd like. And I'm sorry you don't know what it's for. But if there's a colour or a side that you want, so this would be like the white side of your paper, and that would be the coloured. So take your white piece of paper, if it was origami paper, and just fold it in half on that diagonal line. That's it. Lovely. So hopefully it's looking like this. Oh, what could it be? And next we're going to do a fold it in half. So you're going to take this corner and match up with that one. There we go. It's not a complicated fold today. I felt like a bit of simplicity. There we go. Got a bit of sunshine today. I wonder whether you have makes such a difference. Hope you can get outside if you can. So I simply folded it in half. So it should be looking like this. Happy with that? Yeah. So our next move is to take the bottom. Right, thanks, Eric. Is to take the bottom and just fold it up. Like so. This is a bit of a guesstimate, I have to say. Sort of makes it look like a nice little hat. Yeah, something like that. There we go. There we go. Could be a nice little hat. Oh. Good. I'm glad there's some sparkling going on, Manny. Sparkling in the garden. Yes, we've a little bit of sunshine. Very cold, icy, but sunshine helps, doesn't it? I was enjoying this morning. I went for a walk at 8, which is lovely. The sun just beginning to come up, and enjoying as I came back, seeing the little ice crystals sparkling like diamonds. Yeah. Right, so hopefully it's looking like this. Now just take this lower edge and lift it up along that along that vertical line. Oh, what's going on with my voice? Not a lot. There we go. So I just lifted it up. So it's down there. And I lifted it up along that vertical line. Just check what you're folding. Can you see what I'm doing? There you go. That's it. And then the same with the other side. So lifting that up and folding it along this. I'm guessing this is traditional, but I don't know. I'm afraid, again, this is something learnt online. It's quite a simple one, so I suspect it is. And I suspect quite a few people would have found this as well. There we go. So hopefully it's looking like this. We've not got too far to go, actually. So we're going to take the bottom and just lift this up. Oh, good. Excellent, Eric. Maybe this is something as well we could just experiment with and see what else it could become. Oh, yes. I'm so sorry, Barbara. You've had a horrific rain, haven't you? And floods and landslides. Not good. Keeping my fingers crossed. I hope you've kept safe. I hope your family and friends. It's really sad California area. Is that right? Yeah, I've been hearing about that extreme weather across the world. So I just took the bottom, folded it up like that. And that's a nice little stand that we'll use. So if you turn it around to the front, we've kind of got a little stand. We've got things poking up. We're almost there, actually. I wonder if you know what we're doing and why. I'm going to take the front and I'm just going to fold it down there. Can you see? Up here, and I just folded it down. Yeah, good guess, Manny. Nope, not a fish. I like that. So this little bit that you folded down, I just want you to take it and just fold it back the other way and tuck it in. So that's hidden. You have made your piece. It needs a bit of drawing. And I'm sure you must know the significance. Realising the joys of do the right word? Yes. Drawing upside down. It's a little rabbit face. And of course, it's coming up to Chinese New Year. Here is the rabbit. Bunny, exactly. Here is the rabbit. Hey, Melvin, welcome. It's just been a short fold, but I was keen to think of Chinese New Year, really thinking of people there as well. It must be an incredibly hard time. Really hope things get better for people there. Yeah, I guess the pandemic has been delayed and then it's all coming at once for them. But thinking of Chinese New Year and really wishing them the very best. Rabbit, I guess, represents many things, being fast and maybe a bit creative. Yeah, it is. It's a lovely, simple font, and I rather like that it's got a little stand. So simple but sweet, and it's a really good way of forming the ears, isn't it? I thought it was rather sweet. I think it is possibly as good to draw a face on it. Is up to you. It's a very abstract face otherwise. Oh, you're welcome. I hope that was pleasing and just nice to do something simple and sweet. And yeah, wishing Happy New Year as well. I love the Chinese New Year. We always used to go in Oxford, which is where I'm based. They used to be lovely. They probably might still be happening. I don't know. Big Chinese New Year celebrations in our town hall, and it would be an entire day on a Sunday. Have a buffet, lots of food, lots of drink. It felt almost quite Christmassy, and then there'd be endless shows on. People would take turns. Chinese magicians I really enjoyed. Women magicians, which is quite interesting. And that's nice, Melvin. It was just really, really lovely. Of course, Chinese dragon, and we just feel really happy for New Year and bringing people together. I don't know whether that's happened again. We're still being very cautious, actually, in terms of infection. So, but wishing others very well. And that would be lovely, Melvin, if you can share it with your Chinese colleagues. You're welcome. So wishing you a good week, and I will be back in 2 weeks, and then it gets a tiny bit more complicated for a bit, but we'll figure it out and I will keep you posted. Oh, did you? Yeah, Manchester. It must be fantastic, the Chinese New Year celebrations. Yeah, I think it would be nicer if we had a later New Year, don't you think? It's a bit close, I always think, to Christmas. So let's celebrate Chinese New Year. I think the more different things we celebrate from cultures around the world, the better. Yeah, wishing you a very good day, Barbara, and I hope the weather keeps better there. Take care. Bye-bye. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you. Thanks, Melvin. Take care, Stephen, Eric, Adrian, everybody.